So if you're having problems with actually getting deep into your squat, there could be an easy solution that could actually grant you easy range of motion and get down to the squats a bit easier to get full range of motion in your squats. Let's get right into it. So typically if you can't get deep into your squat, that's typically because you have a limitation in your ankle that's not allowing you to go deep, or you just have a hip that's kind of immobile and also isn't allowing you to go deep. So today we're going to be addressing the ankles, which can be a huge limiting factor for a lot of people, and all we need is a pair of dumbbells. Along with that, you could also use a slant board, but a lot of people don't have a slant board, which is that thing you kind of stretch your calves on. But we're gonna use a pair of dumbbells for this one, and it's pretty easy to use. Now, the benefit of doing this is that some people kind of squat and they lean so far forward, and it doesn't actually look like a squat, it looks more like a deadlift, and then you're training the wrong muscles, right? Because you want your deadlift to look different from your squat, but they both kind of look the same, so you're not training different muscles. So what you want to do is kind of get your squat to look a little more vertical, and the pair of dumbbells or putting your heel on the pair of dumbbells is going to help a ton. All right, let's get right into it. So the first thing we're going to do is just place our heels on the dumbbells here, and you essentially want to set up the dumbbells to kind of like the width that you typically squat in. So if you're kind of a wider squatter or a more narrow squatter, you definitely want to kind of adjust that as you go. And here you're just gonna kind of squat like you do, but you want to think about kind of keeping that vertical orientation, which is the whole point of doing this. And doing so is gonna allow you, using this method here is gonna allow you to be a little more vertical, therefore challenging those quads, which is what the squat is really about. Even though it's the whole chain of lower body muscles, it's you can definitely use the correct muscles, because sometimes what happens is that some people squat and they lean so far forward that now you're utilizing a lot more of the hip muscles than you are the actual front chain, which is your quad. Now, if your squat looks like so, you're not wrong and you might not do any damage, but if you want to get more bang for your buck in your squat, you just hop onto the dumbbells here and you get a nice looking vertical squat, just like that. Now, if you actually have a limitation in your ankle or hip, I'd say kind of start addressing that little by little. But for now, you can kind of use this hack as kind of like a momentary fix or Band-Aid. But I really recommend kind of checking out your ankles and checking out your hips and seeing what kind of limitations you have there that aren't allowing you to get down into your squat. Obviously, there's so many things that can limit you, but those are kind of the two common ones that typically limit people. Now, if you want to know how to kind of assess your hips or your ankles, definitely let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, have a good day and I'll see you next time. Peace.